Welcome students. Today we are going to start chapter 11, electric charges at rest. Students, you all know that electricity plays a very vital role in our lives. Nowadays we are using so many machines, so many gadgets which work only with electricity. So this is a picture depicting that using electric iron, then computers, then lamp, television, refrigerator, washing machine, all these appliances, they work only with electricity. So electricity is a very important part. Now electricity has become a very important part of our life. We cannot think a day or life without electricity. So electricity has taken a very important place in our lives. Now, if we look at the history of the discovery and development of electricity, we find that it was in 16th century. It was in 16th century that when amber was rubbed against a piece of flannel, then it get charged up and acquired property of attracting light objects like dry leaves, tiny pieces of paper. So what was observed in 16th century? Amber, a type of stone, when rubbed with a piece of flannel. A flannel is a type of cloth. When they both were rubbed together, it was found that amber and flannel, they both acquired a property of attracting light objects. So at that time it was said that the amber got electrified. And in Greek language, amber is electron. The Greek name of amber is electron, and from there only we later on coined the word electric. So following the discovery of this property that amber can attract other light objects on rubbing with flannel, a lot of experiments were done. बहुत सारे और experiments किए गए and it was found that there are some other substances also which show the same property. And in 1540 to 1603, there was a physicist, William Gilbert, and he did many experiments and he found that there are many other substances like diamond, sapphire, opal, rock salt, which acquire the property of attracting other light objects when they are rubbed with some suitable substances or cloth. And there are many other substances which do not show this property. So there are both type of substances which show the property of attracting other light objects on rubbing, and there are also some other substances which do not show this property also. So let us know more about these charged and uncharged objects through these activities. You might have seen many times that when we rub a plastic comb or a plastic scale in dry hairs, it got the it acquires the property of attracting small bits of paper or light objects. So you can do this activity also. You can rub a plastic scale in your dry hairs and bring it near the small bits of paper. You will find that the small bits of paper get attracted towards this plastic comb or plastic scale. But if we replace this plastic scale with iron scale, so that is activity 2. So अगर हम इस plastic scale को iron scale से change कर दे and then rub the iron scale in the dry hairs, we find that it do not acquire the property of attracting small bits of paper. So this shows that there are some materials which acquire the property of attracting on rubbing, but there are some other substances which do not acquire this property of attracting light objects on rubbing. So let us see some more examples uh, which acquire the property of attracting and getting charged up. First, plastic comb. It is non-metallic and it gets charged up on rubbing. Metal comb, metallic, do not get charged up on rubbing. Drinking straw. non-metallic, gets charged upon rubbing. Ebonite rod, non-metallic, gets charged upon rubbing. Glass rod, non-metallic, gets charged upon rubbing. Metal pen, metallic, do not get charged upon rubbing. So if we look at uh, this table and analyze it, we find that the things which are non-metallic, they get charged upon rubbing, and the things which are metallic, they do not get charged upon rubbing. So the results of activity 1 and 2, and from this table we conclude that there are two different types of materials in nature. One which get charged upon rubbing, and second that do not get charged upon rubbing. So the metallic materials that do not get charged upon rubbing because they allow the electric charges to flow through them with ease. So these are known as conductors, whereas other non-metallic materials which normally get charged up on rubbing because they do not allow electric charges to flow through them with ease. So they are known as insulators. So all these materials which get charged up on rubbing are insulators, and which do not get charged up are conductors. So for today this much. Thank you, students.